MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Metropolitans have won 14 straight games so far. We'll see if they can extend that to 15 next. Zack Brown gets handed the ball for the fourth and final game of the series. And please, Zack, what do you got?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Now at the plate, Alonzo Cochran, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, it hasn't been the best of times, Dero. They've lost the first 3 games of this set at home, and the last thing you want to do is get swept in a 4-game series at home. You need to win this one.
Yeah, it can't happen. Can't get swept 4 games in a row on your home turf. Watch for the manager to make. He's going to make moves, and he's going to make them quick. I don't know what they're going to be pitching, hit and run. Something's happening today.
Hit in the air to center field. Kane is under it. 1 down. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Well, Matty, you look at this lineup. The key to success is scoring early, putting the other team on their heels and allowing their own pitcher to go out there and feel like he can execute his game plan and attack and stay in the zone. This offense needs to get on the board.
Stepping in now, Dominic Smith. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Brown, a 6'1" right-hander. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-2 pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
So coming to the plate, Bryant Tyner, 9 at-bats in the series and 4 base hits. From the stretch.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Smith isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely.
And it looks like they're picking up right where they left off last night, where they posted some big offensive numbers. Well, he keeps the party going with a double here. Going to be a tall order to duplicate last night's performance, but they'll give it a try.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Robinson Cano. And the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. From the belt, the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone. At the plate, Mike Piazza. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Piazza is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might ensue by 1 check swing holding up.
The 2-2, and he fouls this one off. The set and the 2-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
He's set. The 3-2 in tight, ball 4, and they're at the corners now with 2 away. So it's first and third with 2 away, and up next the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Has a look, now the pitch fouled away. Comes set, the 0-1. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
1-2. Here it is. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Payoff pitch on its way. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Stepping into the box, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Ready with the 1-0.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. Tyner at third, Piazza at second, Conforto at first, 2 out in the inning. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Maybe not, as this is kicked out there. Oh, I spoke too soon. He beats it out at first.
Again, with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
So here's Jeff McNeil, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The set and the 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
This is lined into the gap in left center, and he's going to come through here with extra bases. 2 runs have scored. It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart most likely to a chorus of boos here, as he just didn't have it today, as he leaves without being able to finish an inning. Ray Black comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. At the plate now, Steven Matz, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Here it comes, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
From the belt, the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
The 3-0.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Set. Here's the 3-1, and he lays off here. It's ball 4, and that is really cause for concern, as he's just walked the opposing pitcher. Digging in the switch hitter, Alonzo Cochran, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is, and he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
The 1-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Count remains 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. This is skied out toward right. Yelich is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Mets 5 and the Brewers nothing. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, he wasn't all that bad in his last one, pitching into the 6th inning to pick up the win. We'll see if he can go a little bit deeper in this one.
Standing in, Lorenzo Cain. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this high. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Here's Brock Holt now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Holt, sometimes referred to as the Brock Star. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. The 1-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
2 out, nobody on. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
3-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So here's Avisail Garcia. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia. 0-2 count, and the pitch. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Comes set. Now the pitch. This is swung on and bounced to McNeil at second. He's right there. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves one. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Second inning set to go. At the plate, Dominic Smith reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Yelich going back, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Pitcher making a move his feet right there. Probably upset him a little bit. He dug right back in, didn't lose his toe hold, and absolutely clobbered that pitch.
In now, Bryant Tyner, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Arcia is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 1.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at one of the most dynamic infielders in our sport, and that's Orlando Arcia. Playing up the middle, shortstop, premium position, cannon arm, highlight reel plays, the ability to make the routine one as well. The bat will continue to get better.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Cano, the former Seattle Mariner, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
1 out, nobody on. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. The 2-2 one more time.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 3-2 pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Stepping into the box, Mike Piazza. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. High in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Full count. Here it comes. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
I really liked that he gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
So now to the plate, Michael Conforto. And it's fouled away. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The 0-1 pitch. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But the Mets are able to tack on 1 thanks to the solo homer. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 6 and the Brewers nothing. Here's Jed Jerko now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
And now a pitch on the way.
At the ball.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Jerko in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
3-1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
And he can't connect with the 3-1 curveball, so that'll run it full.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Now the payoff pitch home.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The next 3-2. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. And that's the first out.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Michael Conforto. He's definitely known for that sweet left-handed swing in the top of the order. But he's no slouch defensively as well, showing the ability to come in on baseballs, make diving catches, and throw guys out at the plate.
Here's Eric Sogard. And a bouncing ball, foul. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor. 3-1.
And that's low, ball 4.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Coming to the plate now, Manny Pena. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Has a look, now the pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. From the stretch. On a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up next will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Changeup up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Two out with the man at first. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled off.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. A runner on first with 2 away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Brewers strand 1. They still find themselves down 6-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Top of the 3rd set to get underway. Now to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Swing and a liner, but foul. The 2-1 is a slider taken for a ball. Jeff McNeil, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. It was a bases clearing double for him his first time up.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Rosario rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily as the lead swells to 7-0.
When you're up by 7 runs any time in a game, let alone this early, it feels awfully good. They are hitting on all cylinders here, but they have to be careful not to let off the gas pedal now.
Into the box now, Steven Matz, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And that's out number 1. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Alonzo Cochran. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. He's set and the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Strike taken up in the zone.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. 1 out and a runner on third. And that misses 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but
oh, and it eats him up a bit. And to score is the runner from third. It's 8-0.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
Digging in and looking for more, Dominic Smith. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Now batting, number 23.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bryant Tyner. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, 1 error, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Mets out in front, 8-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Ray Black, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. Into center field, line drive base hit. Into the box, Brock Holt, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. With runners in scoring position this season, Holt brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Now a swing, but not much behind it as this is lifted into shallow center. Cochran retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number 1.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
In is Christian Yelich, reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Inner third let go. It's a called strike.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
First and second now, 1 man out. And it's quickly 0-2. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Conforto is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Fielder, 24.
So 2 away in the Brewers half of the third. And that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good pitch to hit, a sinker down the chute, but it's taken for a strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
A bouncer up the middle, reined in, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. The Brewers strand a couple. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. David Phelps gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Next for the Mets, Robinson Cano. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch on its way. Phelps, originally from the state of Missouri. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Is at the knees and called strike 3.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Standing in now, Mike Piazza. And he fouls this one off. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Two and 1 to Piazza. One out, nobody on. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And he takes strike 2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And that one got a piece of him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Here's the first pitch to him. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Rosario stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. And it's 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
The 1-2. 2 out with the man at first. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. Mets leave 1 as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Digging in, Jed Jerko. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate now, Eric Sogard, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And no one will get this one. No runs, 3 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Smith will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Now at the plate, Manny Pena. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Little late that time as he swings and misses for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Oh, and he misses it. The relay throw, and he is in there.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. This is foul right side. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Hit out towards second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Now at the plate, David Phelps. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. This is swung on and bounced to McNeil at second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Mets lead this one 8-1. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jeff McNeil. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is pulled into right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Wow, you think they'd learned their lesson and would pitch around this guy. That's his third extra base hit of the game. This one a triple, and he can seemingly do nothing wrong.
Stepping in now, Steven Matz. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Lifted in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Digging in to try it again, Alonzo Cochran, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely do you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side. Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only one run scored.
And it's fouled away. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Garcia has it. And there are 2 away now.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time. And that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Stepping in, Dominic Smith. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Here comes the first pitch. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. They certainly know how to have a good time in Milwaukee, and I believe this may just be a brand new type of polka. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitch into terminal strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. In now is Lorenzo Cain, and Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch on its way. Got him fishing that time. 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one. mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. The 2-1.
Count is 3-1.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. 3-2.
Helpful.
Good battle. Count remains full. Leg on the mound. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. In now, Brock Holt. High in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Ready once again, Christian Yelich. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 0-1 delivery.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
So here is Avisail Garcia as he'll take a look at a sinker here. Too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 to him now. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
From the stretch. And he takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Into the box, Eric Sogard, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
To the plate now, Manny Pena, as he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the 1-0 down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. 3 runs, 7 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. There's Cano, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Mets 9 and the Brewers 3. Top half of the 6th about to get started. At the plate, Bryant Tyner. First offering on its way. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. And he'll just waste one there. 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Waiting on deck here is Robinson Cano. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Right side, defense aligned perfectly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in, Mike Piazza. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
1-1. I got to count 1 and 2.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Stepping in, Michael Conforto. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First pitch of the at-bat. He checks his swing. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Rusty Valentine. Ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Jerko is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Mets strand 1. But they lead it by a margin of 9-3. Leading off the inning, Orlando Arcia, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike. One and one, here it comes. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield single.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first base line. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, center fielder,
So striding forward now, Lorenzo Cain. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. And a full count to Cain. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, up, up. Near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people in runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lined but speared on a hop. McNeil at second to finish off the force play, and that retires the side. Milwaukee leaves one. Still way back. It's 9-3. Alex Claudio comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So stepping in, Ahmed Rosario, 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. He's set, and the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out.
Now batting, number 6.
Ready for another shot now, Jeff McNeil. He made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. The 1-0 home. 2-1 now. Claudio has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
1 out, nobody on. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. There's ball 4. Now at the plate, Steven Matz. He hit a sac fly earlier.
The pitcher, Steven Matz.
From the stretch. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Mets are out on top, 9-3. Last half of the 7th here. Digging in, Christian Yelich. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. And it looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. On he pops it up. Rosario in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Here's another 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Conforto is there to put it away for out number 1.
Fielder, 24.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Avisail Garcia. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Robert Gesellman will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 65, Robert Gesellman.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. In there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit down the third baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Gesellman has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Big rip of the 3-0 sinker, but he didn't get it. 3-1. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now the payoff pitch home. Line to the right side. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. First baseman not normally known as the greatest leapers, but this wasn't too bad. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Ready to begin the 8th. Into the box, Alonzo Cochran. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Line toward right center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Standing in now, Dominic Smith. As, oh goodness, not ready for that slider at all. It's strike 1. Throw over to first, and the runner back easily. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a throw over to first, and he's back in standing. A runner at first with no outs here. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Bryant Tyner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, but the runner's back easily. First pitch on its way. Now a throw over, just keeping him close. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Now a move over to first. Runner back standing. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. A 1-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home, and this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
First baseman.
Waits on the first pitch. Pitch outside, the throw. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Second and third here, 1 man out. Good movement there, and he's not even close. 1-1.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find the zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
2-1.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Full count now. Runners are at second and third with one down. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. So striding in, Mike Piazza is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. The 1-0 pitch. Downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Two and one after the foul ball there. Second and third, 2 away. Easy there, big fella. 2 and 2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Now a ball hit hard toward first. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
You simply cannot offer a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Plate now, Michael Conforto, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Misses. Ball 2.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Here's another 2-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Full count still. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Mets out in front, 11-3. John Franco is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 45, John Franco.
bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Stepping up now, Eric Sogard, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's low. Ball 2. I got 2-1 the count. Hey!
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And there's one down now. And now time is going to be called here as we've got some Yahoo out there on the field. And per Major League Baseball, we're not going to show it to you, but security's got him surrounded now, and he's likely going to spend the rest of the afternoon in the pokey. Digging in now, Manny Pena. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
He obviously was sitting all over that pitch. He didn't want to go deep in the count. He saw it 0-0 and he let it fly.
Stepping in now, Orlando Arcia, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Franco, originally from New York State, has been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport. It's great to see.
Yeah, how do you hang in there 19 years without just being an unbelievable talent, but also having the ability to look in the mirror and be willing to adapt and persevere and change on this field? It's so hard to be good at this game, and this guy for 19 years has gone to the post. Just to throw out some names, you're dealing in the company of guys like Ted Williams, the splendid splinter. Mariano Rivera went to the post 19 years. My old teammate Chipper Jones.
Tyner is there, 2 gone. So 2 gone now in the Brewers' half of the 8th, and that'll bring up the center fielder Lorenzo Cain. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Two men are on with 2 men out. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Brewers strand a couple, and it's not going to help them. It's 11-3. Next up from New York, Ahmed Rosario. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now. Jeff McNeil is on deck. Clips the corner of the zone with the sinker for a strike. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back in standing. Into the box now, Jeff McNeil. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, John Franco.
The pitcher, John Franco, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. First offering on its way. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Claudio is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, number 7.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Alonzo Cochran. He singled his last time up. For the first pitch, a check at first. Don't want to forget about it. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Chopped at third. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. One hit's all they get. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Mets 11 and the Brewers 3. Stepping up to the plate, Brock Holt starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No, that's down.
The 1-0 home.
Nope.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
High in the air down the right field line. but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Conforto is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
And here's Christian Yelich now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1, no strike.
1 out, nobody on. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. It's a solo home run for Christian Yelich. 4th home run here in the early going, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
Yeah, all things considered, it's been a day to forget for them. So this homer will be a welcome to everyone in that dugout. Maybe this gives them a little momentum going into the next game.
So now to the plate, Avisail Garcia. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. Avisail Garcia with a solo home run. Home run number 5 on the year, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Billy Wagner enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for New York, number 13, Billy Wagner.
Here's Jed Jerko now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. One and 1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. Still only 1 out in the inning. Grounded weakly toward third. Throw to first will take care of him, and the Brewers are now down to their final out.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Brewers down to their final out now, and that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch fouled away. The Brewers down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Hey, I've given up trying to predict where this amazing streak's going to end. So I'm just going to congratulate them and say, Well done.
11-5, the final tally in this one. The Mets put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Steven Matz notches his 3rd win of the year. Zack couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.